Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's as old as humanity itself but more relevant than ever, the science of happiness. What makes us truly happy? Can happiness be cultivated, or is it something that just happens? These are the questions we'll explore today, and by the end of this video, you'll have practical tips to increase your happiness backed by science. But before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends if you find it helpful. It'll help us reach more people who are searching for happiness in their lives. Let's get started. What is happiness? Happiness, what a simple yet complex word. Many people think of happiness as that fleeting feeling when something good happens, a promotion at work, a weekend getaway, or time spent with loved ones. While all these experiences can spark joy, happiness is more than just a momentary emotion. Psychologists define happiness as a long-term sense of well-being and satisfaction with life. In fact, happiness has two distinct components: hedonia. This is the pleasure-driven side of happiness. It's the short-term boost you get from enjoyable activities like eating your favorite meal or buying something new. Eudaimonia. This is the deeper, more meaningful side of happiness, linked to a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It comes from living in accordance with your values, contributing to others, and engaging in activities that stretch your abilities. Science tells us that while the pursuit of pleasure can bring momentary happiness, it's eudaimonia, finding meaning, that creates lasting happiness. So, how can we achieve this lasting happiness? Let's explore what the research says. The happiness equation. Did you know that around 50% of our happiness is determined by our genetics? That's right, some people are biologically predisposed to being happier. But the good news is, the other 50% is within our control. Psychologist Sonia Lyubomirsky, in her research, created what's often called the happiness equation. 50% of happiness comes from our genes. This is our happiness baseline. 10% comes from our life circumstances, factors like our income, our job, where we live. 40% comes from our actions, habits, and mindset. This is where we have the most control. Let's break that down. The 10% related to circumstances means that things like a raise at work or a new car can make you happier, but only temporarily. Our brains quickly adapt to these changes, a phenomenon known as the hedonic treadmill. That's why people who win the lottery often return to their baseline level of happiness within a year or so. The key to long-term happiness lies in the 40% we control, our actions, thoughts, and how we perceive the world. So, let's talk about how you can harness that 40%. The science-backed habits for happiness. There are specific habits you can cultivate to boost your happiness. These aren't quick fixes, they require consistent effort. But over time, these actions can rewire your brain for greater joy and well-being. Gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for happiness. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude have stronger relationships, experience less stress, and feel more satisfied with their lives. One simple habit to start is keeping a gratitude journal. Every night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus away from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant, rewiring your brain to notice the positives. Acts of kindness. Doing good feels good. Research by Dr. Martin Seligman, a pioneer of positive psychology, found that acts of kindness boost happiness in both the giver and the receiver. Whether it's helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply being kind to strangers, these actions foster a sense of connection and purpose. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness teaches us to live in the present, reducing the stress and anxiety that come from worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. Studies show that practicing mindfulness, even for just a few minutes a day, can significantly increase happiness and reduce negative emotions. Try starting with a simple 5-minute meditation each morning. Focus on your breath, notice your thoughts, and gently bring your attention back to the present moment. Over time, mindfulness becomes easier and more natural, leading to greater mental clarity and happiness. Exercise. We've all heard about the runner's high, but you don't need to be an athlete to feel the benefits of exercise. Physical activity releases endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters. Research shows that regular exercise can be as effective as antidepressants in reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. The key is consistency. Find the type of movement you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, yoga, or weightlifting, and aim for at least 30 minutes a day. Social connections. Human beings are social creatures. Even introverts benefit from close relationships and meaningful connections. Loneliness is one of the biggest predictors of unhappiness and even poor health. In fact, a study conducted over 75 years at Harvard showed that the key to a happy and long life isn't wealth or fame, it's good relationships. Make an effort to nurture your social connections. Call a friend, spend time with family, or even join a group or community that shares your interests. Mindset shift, the power of perspective. Along with these habits, one of the most important factors in happiness is mindset. How we think about life influences how we feel about life. A powerful mindset shift is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, we believe our talents and abilities are static, which makes failure and setbacks seem overwhelming. In a growth mindset, we see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset fuels resilience and happiness because it helps us navigate life's ups and downs without getting stuck. Another mindset shift is the practice of self-compassion. We are often our harshest critics, but studies show that being kind to yourself when things go wrong increases emotional resilience and happiness. So the next time you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, speak to yourself as you would a close friend, with kindness and understanding. Conclusion. Happiness is not something that magically appears in our lives, it's something we can cultivate. By practicing gratitude, kindness, mindfulness, exercise, and fostering meaningful relationships, we can move the needle on our happiness in lasting ways. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. It's about the small, everyday actions we take that add up to a life well lived. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll continue exploring fascinating topics that enrich your life, just like this one. Thank you for watching, and remember, you have the power to create your own happiness.